Today I'm talking to Josh Dela Cruz. And he's the host of Nickelodeon's Blue's Clues and You. And it comes on DVD on June 2nd, and you can get it at Walmart. And right now we're going to be talking to Josh. Hey Josh!
Hi Juliet, thanks for having me.
So how did you get cast for this part, the host?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I was on Broadway. I was doing a show called Aladdin, the musical, and I was sitting under the stage. So if you can imagine a roof over me, and above that, there are 20 dancers and actors performing Friend Like Me with about 1,500 people in front of them, all happening above me. I was sitting under the stage and I got an email.
We just got an email.
Not like on the show, I got an email from my agent saying Blue's Clues is coming back. And I thought, whoa, I love this show because I used to watch it with my little sister when she was around 3 or 4 and I was 7 years old. So that's how I got the audition. And it's been a dream ever since.
Did you have to do like any special acting, like pretend like a cartoon character was there or something?
Yeah. So during my audition, it was much like on the show. They had a green screen, especially for my last audition. There was a green screen. They gave me a bunch of boxes to carry, and they gave me a shoe to balance on my head. And then on top of all that, they had to make sure that I knew how to play with Blue.
Where's the birthday girl? Oh, birthday girl! Blue! Look who it is!
So Blue wasn't around for my audition, and they had to animate her later. And so I had to make sure that I gave the right eye line. I was talking to her, and that I was talking to everyone at home, and that I was talking to Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper, who I had never met before. So I was definitely nervous. But everyone was so kind and so patient, and it made things a lot easier, and it was just so much fun.
What's the hardest part hosting this show because things aren't really there?
You know what? The hardest part about hosting the show, because things aren't there, would probably be to trust yourself. Because when I'm on stage acting in a musical, the audience is there laughing and cheering and letting us know that they like the show. But when you're on set, it has to be totally quiet so that they can record the audio. And so I was very self-conscious at first because it was so quiet. I didn't know whether the performance was going well. And that's when I realized, oh, Josh, you know how to do this. And our director and our producers, they're so supportive in making sure to trust yourself. And that's probably the biggest difference. I had to learn to trust myself and trust my timing and my training so that as soon as I did that, everything was so fun and everything was so exciting and so much easier. So that's one of the biggest things that I had to learn. And also the hardest thing I had to overcome was to just trust yourself.
Do you want to hear a Blue impression?
Yes.
Well, I can kind of do one.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Or something like that. Kind of bad.
That was so good. Had you been practicing a lot?
Well, actually, my dad used to do that kind of voice. Like, he would take my brother's stuffed animals and make a voice for them. So, I got the idea from that.
Okay, so you're a pro at this point. You've been doing this for quite a while. You know how to do Blue. Well, that was really, really good. I would keep going. Thank you so much for sharing that.
So, Steve and Joe are from the first seasons of Blue Clues. Did they give you any tips about being the new host?
Yes. So like I was saying before about trusting yourself, I remember when I was auditioning, I was very confident and I knew I would never be able to do what Joe or what Steve did in the past. So I should just be me. I should just do everything and be as authentic as possible. Then after I got the job, for some reason I started to get self-conscious and start to think well, maybe I won't do as good of a job as Steve or as Joe. And that's when Steve pulled me aside during rehearsals and he said, hey Josh, I don't know if anybody told you this, but I want you to make sure that you hear it.
We talked it over and there's really only one thing to do.
Yep, just one thing. What?
we cast you because we love you and we love everything that you're doing and bringing to the part. So just keep doing that. Keep celebrating you, and don't ever feel like you have to try to do anything like I or that Joe did. That you can do anything that you want and just celebrate being yourself.
You can do anything that you wanna do.
And it's that at that point that I realized, oh, okay, yeah, I should trust myself. I can make mistakes and learn. And so if nothing else, I hope that when people watch the show, they can be comfortable being themselves and celebrate that and learn to be confident the way that Steve and Joe taught me to do.
That's very good.
You got this, Josh. You do. You really do.
You have a dog named Ollie. So what type of dog is he?
Yeah, I have, that's very good. My dog's name is Ollie, and he is a Maltese mini poodle. And so he's about 12 pounds. Right now, he's very, very fluffy and furry because we forgot his clippers, so he hasn't gotten a haircut in a long time. But if you're watching our show, most of the time when I'm talking into the camera, he is just underneath the camera right around here. And whenever I get a notebook or the guitar or any of the props, he's sleeping in the lap of our prop master who's handing me those props. So he's always somewhere hiding in the shot during filming. So keep an eye out if you see a tail, because I gotta tell him to stay out of my shot.
I really want a fluffy dog.
Oh.
Fluffy dogs are so cute.
They're so cute. Do you have a dog at home?
Yeah, but he's an old doggy.
Old dogs are the best. What's their name?
Daphne.
Oh, that's such a great name.
Do you talk to your dog like you talk to Blue sometimes?
Absolutely. You know, it's so funny because when he's on set with me every day when we're recording the show, but when we're at home, I realized that I play Blue's Clues all the time with him because he can't speak and tell me what he wants. I'm constantly trying to figure out the clues and be like, oh, do you want to go outside? Do you want to play? Oh, do you want something to eat? Do you want what I'm eating? And so it's very funny to realize that, oh, Blue's Clues is a real game that you do play with the dogs. So he is the best, and we talk to each other a lot.
Please tell the directors or the makers that Blue and Magenta should need collars because, like, what if they get lost?
Oh yeah, that's very true. You know, it's very interesting because Blue and Magenta have the magical ability to skidoo anywhere in the world and leave clues so that people can find them. They're a special magical dog that I think that, like, we can all rest assured that they're gonna be okay. So thankfully, Blue, if she does get lost, can skidoo right back home, and so can Magenta.
Okay, good.
That's a good question. I never thought of that.
Thank you, Josh, for talking to me.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Juliet. This was a wonderful interview. You had some really, really great questions, and I love your backdrop.
Oh, thank you. My dad made it. Well, he took a screenshot of the video.
Oh, so cool. Well, thank you so much. I hope you stay safe and you stay healthy, and that thank you so much for watching the show and helping me figure out all those clues.
Pick up Blue's Clues and you at Walmart on June 2nd.
All right.
For only $10.99, and that's like an awesome price because those are awesome. Bye, Josh. Thank you for talking to
All
me.
right, thank you so much, Juliet. I'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, good.
Bye.